Hey filmmaker, Chungdha here. So this is my first AC or focus puller focus station, and I have actually used this on several projects, and it also gone through several iterations of different things on here. But this is right now my final version. Maybe in the future there might be certain kinds of upgrades still to it, but right now I am quite pleased with how it has come together right now. And this setup, even though you might not like recognize it, or you might not have seen such a kind of setup before, but this setup is actually inspired by a more professional setup of an Arri WCU4 monitor bracket for that remote. And this has been like a really good kind of setup to use, because honestly we didn't have to reinvent like what is already out there, especially when you are holding a heavy monitor with a grip and having to run around for a lot of hours. You want to have a good design that you can hold for a long while without getting tired. So this is based on it, and also like has a lot of the features. So first thing here, we have the grip here, and then we have like a quick lock here. So I can actually quickly remove it from the light stand and just hold it as a portable monitor setup. One thing I do have to iterate about this setup, it is a budget setup. However, it still will gonna cost you 2,000 or more to build up this. It depends of course on which transmitter you use and which monitor, but I think like rough price around 2,000 would be like around this setup with everything around. Even though like I say this is a budget setup, but like you can go more crazy with the prices, because there are monitors of like 3,000 to 4,000 bucks and transmitters that cost you 5,000 bucks. So and even like remotes that cost 10 or 20k. So compared to like high-end professional focus puller setup, this is like a real budget setup. However, for me, everything works, especially if you are a startup focus puller or first AC. This works really well for what I am doing. Let's actually go through all the parts that has been used to build this focus station. So first thing, like under here we have a 1/4 to a light stand adapter. Then we have above it a grip from SmallRig, but this isn't a grip you can buy separately. So this grip is actually from their shoulder kit, a basic shoulder rig kit, and that costs you like 100 bucks. But the thing is, like, I wanted to keep it all nicely from SmallRig, but you could possibly just look for a different grip that does have the 1/4 under it. 15mm rod that it's holding, that's just the 15mm rod that comes with the MagicFIZ. So that's the one that I'm using there. Then of course we have here the MagicFIZ itself, and yeah, this, because it's with the grip, it costs you like 800 something euros, but I think like in US dollars is a bit less. For me it works really well, but of course you can go for a different brand for focus, but personally like I like using this one because I can trust it that it works. Then next to it we have like a clamp that also comes with the MagicFIZ. So this is a Nato clamp. The Nato Rail that it's holding is a 15mm Nato Rail clamp, and this one is from Nitsy, and like I couldn't find any like SmallRig single part version of this, and like I did had like an iteration using multiple SmallRig parts to build this section, but like it just didn't look right, and eventually I just like bought the Nitsy one because it just looks much nicer. And then we have on top of here a 15mm clamp to like a 2 screws of like 1/4 that is holding it onto the cage around the monitor. So that's also a SmallRig clamp, and the cage around it and around the monitor is also a SmallRig Feelworld Lut7 cage. And yeah, that works really well with, of course, my Feelworld Lut7s Pro monitor. And the Lut7 Pro monitor has like a lot of the things that I need. It is super bright with 2200 nits. It does, you can load LUTs into it. There is a lot of special features that you might need. And also it does have the special adapter for a transmitter, and it does have SDI. Because overall this monitor cost me like 500 euros, but like it has all the professional features that I need. The only thing I don't really like it is the peaking on it. It is a bit too thick, and also yeah, it isn't that nice to use. Instead of using peaking, I actually bump up the sharpness, which comes out like a certain kind of peaking, which also helps me with focusing. The other thing is it is a touchscreen, so I can actually also zoom in and out on the screen to check focus also. On the back here, I have the Accsoon Cineeyes 2S Pro, and that one I use because it fits nicely with this monitor. On top of there, you might see that the antenna is a bit different. The antenna is actually from the CineView HE, and that I moved on to this, so I have like a much more smaller setup without gigantic antennas. However, like I don't think they sell it separately, but you can kind of request from the store that is selling it, or just email Accsoon if they could sell you those separately. Power end side, instead of having an NPF battery, I'm now using an adapter to hold a V-mount battery. So the adapter itself is from FX Lion, I think. What is great about using the V-mount battery, which is actually the Yinchem 99 watt V-mount battery, the battery itself is like nice and compact, but it lasts much longer than the NPF batteries that I've noticed. However, throughout the day, I think I do need to have two V-mount batteries for this monitor setup to power the monitor and also the receiver. But yeah, it is not that much of an issue. I do have two of these batteries. And then of course I have a Peakdesign Neckstrap. Of course, you don't have to purposely use the one from Peakdesign. I just grabbed what I had as a neck strap in my closet, and yeah, this has become it. And like I have like a special edition, those clips on the side, instead of being red, it is yellow. But yeah, for me this was just something quick I could grab and just to use it. And yeah, also it is nice that I can also quickly remove it when I don't need these neck straps. So like time wise of setting up this setup is also really quick, because mainly like yeah, a lot of the parts I just can unscrew really quickly from like the rods instead of having to really unscrew everything. So this is like a really nice, yeah, quick thing to set up, but also to break down at the end of the day. So that was my first AC or focus puller focus system. If you want to purchase any of these items, there'll be links in the description below. And if you have any questions about this setup, please comment it in the comment section here below. And if you have any ideas to even improve it upon also. And if you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.